All right, welcome everyone to the 30-something podcast. I'm your co-host, your engineer, Josh in real life. Shout out to Thompson, who isn't here.
Khalil.
Who isn't here.
Oh, it's an empty seat right there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
okay.
we just gonna act like Thompson and Khalil like sharing a seat or something. I don't know. But we have a special guest here today, and Tone. You always bring in the guest, so I'm gonna turn over to you and introduce our guests and all that good stuff.
So we have a guest. Again, this is Tone from the 30-something podcast. Y'all already know who I am, but anywho, we have a special guest that actually flew all the way in from Cleveland. He's actually here for the weekend, and this guy. He wears a lot of hats, so he's busy probably handling business right now, texting, so they can see him live right now.
Yeah.
He's a father. He DJs. He does some of everything, but also he's probably, he's Greek as well. He's one of our fraternity brothers.
Okay.
But yeah, hey, I want to introduce Jason Walker, DJ. Who you want to go by? You got so many hats, man. Who you going to be on the podcast today, man?
I'll just be Jay Walk today, man.
All right.
Jay Walk today.
Welcome to Charlotte to the 30-something podcast, Jay Walk.
Absolutely. Welcome.
Thank you. First off, Gumbo.
How you feeling, man? Okay.
Gumbo dance party. Let's just get right into it.
Because we have a lot of Cleveland followers.
Yeah. Okay. So because we also have a lot of Charlotte followers.
Explain what that is.
Yeah, please
Gumbo's
explain
coming to Charlotte too, because we're working on that.
What is Gumbo?
All right, Gumbo dance party is a dance party or just a party with a DJ with a live brass band. So has a live music feel to it. We call it Gumbo because of the brass band. It gives it that New Orleans feel.
Okay.
And of course, we like to mix in a lot of different music. So not only hip hop and R&B, but Afrobeat, reggae, rock and roll sometimes.
Yo, it's crazy. There's
everything.
Two DJs today actually, on this podcast. So we're gonna be talking a lot of music too. But I'm excited because these topics gonna be pretty dope. So.
Absolutely. And just real quick, how can everybody get in contact with you if they like
handle?
some of your viewpoints? And also, if they don't like some of your viewpoints, where can they add you?
At Run with DJ Walk. That's at Run WITH DJ Walk. That's on your Instagram and your Twitter. And if you're on your grandma's app, Facebook. If you're on your auntie's app, Jason Walker, man, just look for me.
You still
man.
got that Facebook?
Man, Facebook is a necessary evil, man. But everybody knows you social media different on different platforms. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Things that you put on the gram, you would most definitely not put on Facebook.
Okay, so I agree, but let's talk about that real quick because when Facebook first started, and we'll talk about this later in the show because we wanted to talk about the youth symposium that Thompson and we did last week. We taught the kids ages 12 through 15. But when Facebook first started,
it was lit.
It was like,
it was lit.
It was just about like throwing
But
parties.
It was exclusive though. You had to have that college,
Yes.
email, login, and it was exclusive.
Yes, it was just about hollering at girls, inviting girls to the parties, going on somebody's wall, putting your party information and stuff on there. And it was crazy. It was like overnight, they let like our moms and our aunties and our cousins and our pastors and deacons join. And it was like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I can't use this the same way.
So like, here's how it goes to me, right? Facebook is for like family and some people that just kind of like slide in from work. That's it. You know?
Just work-related professionals. Just simple like.
And your family. Okay. Instagram is where I do like a lot of promotions. Still some business, but like a little bit of fun. And Twitter is where I just get totally ratchet.
Okay, so
Twitter is where I say whatever the hell I want to say.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I was the same way, and then my mom joined Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So it was like starting with Facebook. I had to go back, and I'm trying to like go through the years of like messages, and I'm trying to delete it. And then when some of my family started joining Twitter, I'm like, yo, I can't go back 10 years.
Oh, no.
And like, I'm pretty sure look, this is make it clear. I don't want no type of scandal. I'm telling y'all right now, if you go through my Twitter timeline, at some point, I'll probably say something about black people, white people, men, women, homosexual, everybody. Cause like the
Twitter gets ratchet, man.
and
Twitter gets ratchet.
and the world has changed too. Like the
Facts.
world has changed. So some of the stuff that we were saying, we was thinking, haha, it's funny. And at the time, it probably was funny. And then now, even us, like we probably would take a look at that now and say, I don't know.
Can't believe I said that.
Yeah.
But us as, men, we evolve, we mature, we grow.
Absolutely.
So our point of views on the way the world works now is totally different. So
Absolutely.
honestly, I really think a person shouldn't be judged about his past.
But they are.
They are.
They are.
They're being completely
Hold on,
attacked.
let me tell you something, man. Twitter is ratchet. If you want to see how ratchet a person is, get on their Twitter, man. I mean, I literally can't look at my timeline at work. Now, I don't follow these things,
Right.
Okay.
but people retweet them, right?
Yeah,
So, like, you go on there,
You can get lost real quick.
you
though.
go on there, you'll see a little porn. I'm like, oh my God, like, what the hell? Like,
Hey,
what the
I'm glad
hell?
you said that.
I'm not following this stuff, but like
But
somebody
how did it
retweet.
get on my
Somebody
feed?
will retweet it.
Yeah.
You know who's good for that? Sorry, Jove, I gotta get you. My boy Jovi in Cleveland.
Oh, the bruh.
Yeah, Jovi will tweet something very, 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 very crazy.
Shout out to Gamma New Toledo.
And I'll be on my twat.
That's my go shippy. So yeah.
And I'll be on my timeline, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, Jovi, what the?"
Okay. So let's talk about it. So when I was talking to these kids, and again, I don't want to say that sample represents the total population. I don't know, but something that I did like and that I heard from them is like a lot of those kids that age, they're cool on Facebook. They don't want nothing to do with Facebook.
Facts, yeah,
They
definitely.
So give them the backstory of where you went, like,
Okay,
and the reason why you got their point of view.
Yeah, so a couple of weeks ago, one of our bros down here, he reached out to us and asked us if we would help his wife. His wife is a member of Sigma Gamma Rho sorority, and they were doing a youth symposium. Yes, and they just asked, they wanted some men to come in and speak to the youth ages 12 through 15. And of course I said, yeah, because I'm gonna do it. But then I was thinking like, yo, what am I gonna say? It's like yo, I don't want to be the old guy that's like preaching to the kids. So
Right.
So we just decided, Thompson and I, we just decided just to have a conversation, to say, hey, what are your thoughts? We're asking them, like, how do you define manhood? And that was important to have that conversation because, again, we can go back 10 years on Twitter and Facebook. You see a lot of memes and posts talk about a real man doesn't do this and a real man does that and a real man. But these are not men that are saying this stuff. Right. So if a kid that's coming up in this era, they don't, it may not know how to define it. But what we were having a conversation is everyone just kind of said what they thought it was, and at the end it's like, hey, all of that is how you define manhood. There is no definition, like no one can define it for you. It's how you define it. But getting back to the whole Facebook thing, they were cool. They were like, they don't want it. They're like, and you got to think at this point, their parents are on it, their grandparents are on it, the deacons, the reverends, they were cool on it. So
Facebook is definitely kind of like art because
It's on its way on the house, though.
because this one guy that I follow on Facebook, he Facebooks kind of like Twitter. So like he'll post like every hour and like it just be his random thoughts, which is cool. But it's like,
That's what Twitter's for.
That's what Twitter's for. And Facebook is very opinionated. Like that's where you will get the most opinionated people. Like I will put up something funny just playing around.
But the audience of Facebook,
And then
is
people
more
will be like,
mature.
"Oh my God, I can't believe you said that." Yeah, like I'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm just playing." But I'm on Facebook. So.
Yeah, but the audience is just more mature, so you're gonna get those people who
don't
are
know.
gonna respond.
When we say mature, I'll say they're older. I wouldn't necessarily
They're
say
older.
mature.
They're older. They're
because some people are stuck in their ways. But it's interesting though, to your point, you can't have an opinion and post it on social media and not expect for someone
Yeah,
to
people get at
disagree
you.
and get upset.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy. I was having the conversation with my boy Step One. Shout out to DJ Step One.
Shout out to Step One.
And we were talking about it, and I don't want to talk about what side or what we were saying, but some of like these hashtag movements, they can become bullies. So like if you have an opinion about something that goes that may differ even to the slightest bit to what the hashtag movement is,
Right.
it might be crazy. And I've been guilty of it too. I didn't realize it, but like when the whole Black Lives Matter thing was going on, and if somebody said cops don't target black people and they don't bother, and I'm like, yo, I'm a black man, yo, I can tell you stories, you know what I'm saying? But it's like now sometimes I may not always be on the side of those hashtag movements, and I kind of see that maybe some things that maybe I did in my past when it comes to
But that,
Facebook
I mean,
and
that's
social
very
media.
like interesting that you say that, because the youth, like you mentioned earlier, they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to actually have their imprint on technology based off of how detrimental it can be from bullying. Just when you see a picture, I mean, they could be ruthless.
I think they're on social media. I just think they're just not on Facebook.
All right, so
What you said that they really are very discreet about what they do, though. That's
I
what
think
you felt.
they're moving to apps that their parents aren't on. So Facebook, like, and think about it. If I was a kid, I wouldn't want to join Facebook. Like if I see that there's so many rules and you
Snapchat,
can't
that's
be
why it's so
yourself.
appealing.
So let's backtrack a little bit. So first of all, the whole cyberbullying thing. You know, I was raised in like the 90s.
Yeah.
So like old school bullying is, but I guess cyberbullying is a thing, man. It's I get it, I understand it, but I just be like, just turn off the computer, kid.
But you said something real interesting.
Just turn it
yesterday.
off.
You said something real interesting.
You can't. You can't.
Don't log on.
No, but
Look,
you can't avoid it.
I can turn off Facebook. I don't even have the app on my phone because I hear it track shit. I don't want to be tracked. So I don't even have the app. Like I can get off Twitter for months and IG. I'm on IG a little bit more now, but I could really do
Twitter
without
is a
it.
Commitment.
But these kids, yo,
Twitter is a commitment.
But
you know?
but think about it though, it's different.
is.
Like social media is real to the kids. Like unfortunately, sometimes it's how to get their validation through followers and likes and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
So
But talk
it's a
about-
real thing.
It's crazy.
Talk about how you said yesterday about how like 2019 is for you. Like, remember when you made that statement?
It's not for me.
Yeah, like go into why you said that. Like that was just that was pretty dope though. Like, and the people need to understand that. Like,
Yeah, it's well, the statement that I made yesterday is 2019 or 2018. It's not really for me because I'm more from like the 90s era. So it's like, 2018 and 19, it's like the rise of passive aggressive people. It's passive aggressive people are like really, really, really thriving in 2018, 19, even back to 17. So it's a whole thing where like I could post a picture about you or like subtweet you or like, be like real passive about it. Like I'm not like that. I want the smoke. I'm aggressive. I'm aggressive. Like come to my house. Pull up on my job. Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's like
we're all from that era though.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
People were
Let's get into
subtweeting
it.
in 2007 and 2008 when Twitter came out.
Right.
So,
But it
what's
seems
happening?
like now, like passive aggressive people, it's like,
They get away with too much.
yeah.
They get away with too
you
much.
know
Let's
something.
catch this fade.
You know something though.
Let's fight. Let's old school fight. Let's do it.
J-Walk, you said something though that I think is important. You were talking about now. Again, I'm not condoning fighting and everything like that. But
Listen, I'm condoning fighting. I'm condoning fighting. Listen, if me and you got a disagreement, we should be able to go outside, catch this
Go
fade,
to the grass.
get up, wipe each other off, or you know what I'm saying? I wipe myself off, you wipe yourself off.
Yeah, I don't know about the whole wipe yourself off.
Get an ice pack and a Band-Aid, shake hands, and be cool.
Right.
I think the world was a lot better off when people were fighting.
So
Hand-to-hand combat.
So that's the point though.
If
That
you say something I don't like, we
punch
gonna
you
go
in the
outside
face.
and fight, Josh.
so look, that's the part.
And I ain't pressing charges on you. We just gonna fight. We just gonna fight it out like men.
Yo, that's the part that I was saying is important. Is for people not to fear confrontation, because sometimes you have to confront people,
Right, exactly.
and you have to be willing to deal with whatever the situation is. So
Right.
whether it's an extreme case where somebody's bullying, I'm small. People try to bully me. What would happen? I had to confront them. Win or lose,
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to get this person off me.
Exactly.
So it's like, or on a rare occasion, like whatever. If you have a disagreement with someone who you work with, you need to be able to confront that person.
Exactly.
Articulate your point, and it maybe that person may learn something and maybe
But
see things
today's
your way,
climate,
or
though, they're
agree
gonna
to
send
disagree.
That subtweet, or they're going to send that email, or they're going to send that post, and you should be held accountable for that.
So let me clear something up.
I just really think you should.
Let me clear something up because I don't want the listeners to, jump off.
Oh yeah, they coming for you, man.
I don't want them to jump on me. So there has been a lot of altercations in Cleveland, right? Where people are fighting in public areas.
Yeah.
So like fighting in restaurants and malls. It just seems like lately they're just like fighting everywhere, right? So when I say it's okay to fight, I don't mean go to Walmart and just punch somebody and fight, okay? I don't mean that. Don't fight.
We appreciate you for clearing this up.
Yes. Don't fight like they were fighting at Real Lobster and in the mall. It's a Victoria's Secret, man. They were like, there's a brawl, right?
Wow.
They banging over panties and bras.
I think fighting should be like smoking. It should be like a designated fight area.
I agree with you actually.
Like there should be like a little pit outside,
It's that area.
It's a designated fight area. So it's like
So you can pinpoint somebody, say, "Hey, you,
yeah,
meet me there." Meet me there.
Meet me in the designated.
Now.
Meet me in the fighting area. Okay.
Now.
Meet me in the fight area because of course we don't want anybody's children or babies.
Yeah, you gotta keep the women
So
and
if you
children,
fight consciously.
I agree.
Go
I
to
agree
a
with you.
field or something. You know what I'm saying? Fight in a field or something.
I agree, but the thing is like, hey, you can't avoid confrontation. So and to me, this might really sound bad, but I think it weakens our young boys.
It does.
Like if our young boys are saying, hey, they're bullies and this and that. Yo, the world is a bully. Yo, our president of the United States is a bully.
And that's why he got elected because people
like him. And the thing is some CEOs of these companies are bullies. Some people, and when I say bully, I don't mean that necessarily in a bad way. It's just they are dominant people.
Listen,
they have strong opinions.
They're
going
inbox,
to
Josh.
Huh?
They gonna come in your inbox. You said bullies aren't bad people. They come.
not all.
DJ Walk did not say bullies aren't bad. Look, that's all Josh.
Not all.
Get in Josh's
Not all.
inbox.
Because
leave mine alone. I'm cool.
So I would say that the act of bullying can be bad, but just like the stories were saying, when you get that bully off of you, that bully doesn't mess with you anymore.
And it's a good feeling.
It is.
It's a good feeling to actually beat up a bully. It's very empowering.
Or even if you just catch him with one that he didn't think that person was gonna throw, and they back up off you. So that's what I'm saying is that, hey, we can't teach our boys we can't teach them to avoid confrontation, because you're gonna have to confront somebody. Somebody might try to rip you off when you get your car fixed. You got to go have a conversation with them. Somebody may be disrespecting you when you're out with your family. You may not have to fight, pull out a gun, but you have to confront that person.
Interesting you said that. So
Yeah, I want all the smoke.
No, but
I want all the smoke, but like appropriately.
So Jay Walk, it was a story when you had to confront somebody based off of with the car scenario. Like, they had an issue where you was getting your car fixed. This is when you was driving the stick back in the day.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I'm not gonna say what Jay Watt asked me to do, but I'm a ride or die friend,
Right.
but he confronted that scenario.
You had to. Some scenarios you just can't hide from. Just like I said, I want all the smoke. Like if you have an issue with me, let me know. I'm not saying pull up on me and punch me in the face. I ain't saying that. But I'm just like, hey, yo, I got this issue with me. Don't hide your issues with me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you got a problem with me, like, because a lot of it could be misunderstanding.
Yep.
I could have said something that, came out wrong. So I don't want you to hold that malice against me. So I
So you
need to
said
clear it
it's
up.
cool to confront like scenarios, right?
It's cool to confront
So
somebody.
Thompson and Khalil, I'm confronting y'all right now that y'all not here on a 30-something podcast.
No, right.
And y'all whack for that.
So
it's cool.
So if he comes back to you and say, "Hey man, you called me white," you got
I gotta deal with it.
you gotta deal with it.
Hey, it is what it is. And at the same time, you have to be receptive to feedback. Like whether it's in the
Very good conversation.
whether it's in the whole DJ arena or when you're at work, like somebody may tell you something, it may hurt your feelings, which you shouldn't. As men, you should be able to compartmentalize your feelings.
right.
I'm not saying don't have them, don't come at me, but just kind of know when to feel them and when to put them away. But the thing is, it's like
That's
at
a whole nother
at work,
conversation.
It's okay
What,
for
feelings?
men to cry.
That's all. Listen. I hate when people listen.
Hold on, quick.
I was just ranting about this the other day.
Hold on, real quick. We'll touch on that, but let me just put a ribbon on this one. Is you have to be receptive to feedback, or you're gonna be boxed in. You're not gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you take whatever somebody says and you live your life depending on what somebody says, but be aware of what they're saying.
Very mindful. Yeah,
So that's it. But
Be just like be open to conversation. Just be open to conversation. A lot of people think that avoiding confrontation is the best way because they don't want it to escalate, but everything doesn't have to escalate. If it escalates, but like a lot of stuff could be just talked out between two individuals. And I think a lot of situations, they escalate because it's not talked out.
Yep.
So it's like, you build that malice, you build that frustration because, you really don't know what's going on. But then if you have a sit down and talk to somebody, then, you hash it out.
absolutely.
Hash it out.
Yeah. So you were you wanted to talk about the whole feelings thing.
I don't really.
Let's talk about it, man.
I don't
Let's talk
really
about
know.
it, man.
I don't really. Man, so the other day on my Instagram, I was just going in about how like a lot of black people aren't like okay with like their emotions. So it's like that whole thing about, oh man, you mad right now. You mad. I'm like,
feelings.
yeah, you and your feelings. You mad. I'm just like, yes, I'm upset. It is okay for me to be upset with you. Like I could be perturbed. You okay? Like I could be perturbed. Okay, I'm mad. I'm very. You upset me, and it's okay that you upset me. So yes, I'm not emotional, but if you piss me off, I'm gonna be mad.
Are you a Cancer?
I'm not a Cancer.
Okay. I was
Why?
No,
Why?
I was wondering. Khalil and I, we had this conversation. We're both Cancers, and we were both talking about how we've had to kind of work out of our natural state of being emotional people. So this and it's only hurt me. So like in my past, whatever.
But that's dope that you can identify that.
Hell yeah,
dope.
I am aware.
That's dope.
I'm aware because
some people aren't, and they're like walking time bombs.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware. Cause I remember times like if I DJ somewhere and somebody if like the business wasn't right, I'd be like forget you. Or if a promoter like stole my party idea or like they like stole my venue, and I'm like
we
yo,
can't
forget
talk
you.
about this because I'll get in my feelings.
I forget you. No, but
Wait, is Josh poking the bear?
He's poking the bear.
No. I'm saying
Yes.
we have all been there, or a DJ come in and they undercut you. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, something that I've learned is that if I let my feelings get in the way of business, it's only gonna hurt. It's only gonna hurt me. Like money I didn't make.
Okay.
It's lost.
So you and I gotta have a talk.
Let's talk. Oh, come on camera,
Right
or off
now.
camera.
Right
Okay.
now, you said.
All right, let's go.
So if somebody undercuts you in business,
This has happened.
or
When-
if a
or when it
promoter does not pay you
This has happened.
after gigs,
Yes.
that has happened to me. That has happened to you.
Yes.
Is it okay for you to be upset
Yeah, I'm gonna be
and
upset.
show it?
No.
because listen. This is the game that we play, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2:30. No, it's 2:00.
All right,
in the morning.
listeners, he's painting the picture.
Yeah, I'm painting a picture. It's 2:00 in the morning. You know you gotta wait for payout,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So you're waiting for payout. You're just like, okay. And in the back of your mind, you're like, am I gonna get paid or am I not gonna get paid? Right?
Yes.
And they keep feeding you free drinks. They keep giving
this
you
is
more
at the
drinks.
this is at the beginning of
Trying
our
to take you off your business game.
This is at the beginning of our DJ career because now it's like I'm not even
Yeah.
stepping in the venue. without-
Cash app it to me.
Yeah. So this is in the beginning. This is when we're trying to get hot. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, hey yo, I only got 125, and you promised me 250 or 300 or 400. Right? It wasn't a good night. Blase, blase, blase. We got to play that game in our mind. Like if I get upset and kind of wild out on them, not even wild out on them, but just call them on some BS. I got to play the game because he might not book me again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or am I just going to be cool? Like, you know, all right, cool, man. It's cool, man. I had a good night. And just take the lesser fee and be like, okay, I'm building a good relationship.
But nobody works for
how,
free.
How do you... So it's a good relationship. So on this hand is building a good relationship. And on the other hand is, okay, you're going to respect my fee.
Yeah. So the whole thing about the whole good night thing is funny to me is they don't pay you more when the night was great. Like you know what I'm saying?
That door is like going the whole time.
Like
you see,
like, yo,
you see 1,000 people coming through.
Yeah, you have shut the party. Party is rocking. Everybody having a good time. They don't say, "Oh man, you killed it."
Here's a tip.
Here goes. Like now, people, the inmates tip you, but
man.
So no. But what I'll do is I'll take that money. And then I have to have a conversation with myself as, hey, do I need to continue business with this person?
Right.
And it depends on the level. Like you were saying, starting off in the game, I would have continued to work with that person. Today, I don't even hook up my turntables and practice if the money ain't right. It's just because of where I am in life. And I'm not saying where I am as far as the DJ status. I moved down here to North Carolina. They're like, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's just where I am in my life. Like, yo, I'm not taking anything less than what I feel like I'm worth. But starting off, I'll be ashamed to tell y'all some of the fees that I charged starting off. You know, it's getting my foot in the door. So I would have done that, and I would have been upset. But if it made more sense to me that, hey, I'm gonna make $1,000, through the life of this relationship, I'm probably just gonna take it. But yeah, I would be upset. But nah, you know.
Such as, so entrepreneurs, period. You know. So like if it's like, doing hair, or whatever, whatever your field is, it's just building good relationships versus getting paid.
Hey,
That's the thing.
Hey, can we dispel one myth about DJ life? They always say you get all the girls and stuff like that. And listen, we gonna go back like way back, right? And you mentioned like 2:00, right? That's when the party stops.
Right.
And then you got to break down, and you got to wait for the promoters or the club owners to count the cash.
Facts.
And sometimes they're paying.
Not anymore though.
Okay.
Negro, you go send me something in my cash out with my PayPal before
I. Okay, hold on.
Because I don't listen. No, I don't trust y'all promoters.
Hold on. Remember, remember, we're talking way back.
Right.
Way back, right? So,
side note, promoters, pay your DJs before they even get there.
Yeah.
Your sets are going to be better. The party's going to be better. You don't want...
Now, hold on. Let me
finish the story.
You don't want the weight of getting paid on the DJ's mind.
Okay.
You don't. Because I'm not going to be good.
So let me finish, right?
Go ahead.
So they pay the bartenders, they pay security, and they come to you.
They pay everybody but
and then
I hate that.
And then you gotta load up your car, right?
Man.
So like for all the women that may come and chill with you during the DJ booth, 80% are not gonna stick around for the promoter to pay everybody, you to load up your car, and then for them to go home with you. So I think it's a rumor. I say 80%. Now it does happen, but I'm saying that a lot of those chicks that come, women that come and hang out with you on the at the DJ booth, they are not gonna stick around till like 4:30 for you to get home. Okay. All right.
No.
Okay, hold on.
No.
We're talking
Because-
about most of them that come and hang
right.
around with you.
I mean, because on a good night, like if the party is jumping, and if it's a wave going on, I mean, she's probably on the same wave that you on.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So she just
The night
chilling.
you don't want it to end.
Yeah. Man, the night is just waving.
But I'm.
But it's not. But the percentage. I'm gonna say this because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just me. But the percentage you get a lot of
percentage
people
is high.
that come hang around.
Yeah.
And then most of them are going to leave. So all the women that you see hang around
But the
DJ
thing about
booth aren't gonna stick
DJing
around.
too is like you'll piss a lot of girls off too, because it's like, man, when you go out and kick it and party, people want to hear their songs,
Yeah, they want to hear them.
and if they don't hear their songs,
Oh man, you the worst DJ ever.
listen.
Hey, yo,
If you don't play that Beyonce when they want to hear it, man,
or when it's
They'll
or when
hate you
it's
forever.
or
They'll
when
hate you
it's
forever.
1 a.m. in the morning and they come in and they say, "Hey, can you play that Gerald Levert for me?"
Right.
What? Be like,
Or if it's like 1:15 and like the party is rocking and you played the songs to get it rocking, right?
Yeah.
But then the
Play it
person
again.
play it again. No, Negro, I'm not playing it again.
Or,
I'm
hey,
not running anything back for you.
Or it's 12 o'clock and they want you to play the hottest song that's
Yes,
out.
yes.
You be like, you gotta wait. Oh,
Right, exactly.
man.
So from a promoter's perspective, because I have done party promotions.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let y'all two DJs just bully, the promoters. I'm just not.
No,
And
the
reason
promoters
why,
are life.
right,
They are
right.
life. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's been certain scenarios and avenues when I've been in that, situation where like, hey, I put out a venue, had everything set, and it might not have gone the way I thought, but because I respect the art of a DJ so heavily, that I know I have to take care of them first, so I'm not on that side of the shady promoter. Like the shady landlord, if anybody of our listeners that rent, you got that shady landlord that's just doing crooked, like grimy stuff where
Facts.
your toilet always leaking, whatever have you. I'm not going to short the money or make sure the venue is trash, and I'm going to take care of the talent because that's an art in itself from a DJ's perspective to create an ambiance for my guests.
Yeah. Hey, yo, and most promoters are not shady.
And
And
we
most
go,
club
we
owners
go
are
down,
not
we
shady.
go down memory lane. I mean, I've never ever shorted Jay Wall. He didn't
Never.
get parties for me, and had him going. So it's cool where
Never.
sponsorships popping, all that stuff. But we ain't gonna talk about the past. But yes, we
I just want to go
we didn't have
back
good
to the
times.
time where I just went out.
and just had a good time.
Yeah, I don't got a DJ. I don't got to you guys are so lucky who just go out and just have a good time. That's like, you don't have to worry about the business side of it.
I would tell you when you get out of spending like consistently, you start to miss it though. So it's a gift and a curse.
intoxicating.
It is, man. It is. And
But
like
y'all control the vibe. Like that's some puppet master shit. Like
it is.
y'all
You can bring it
control
up, you bring it down.
and you can just
Yeah,
it's a drug. I can see why DJs love what they do, because they come in the building, they like, hey, I get it, it's mediocre, but I'm gonna take that roof all the way up.
But a lot of it deals with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you got a crowd that wants to come out and party and have a good time and just want to just enjoy life and just kick it all night, that's a good crowd. You got like a lot of crowds that just want to come out and be seen. So it's like, I just want
cool.
I just want to sit down, get my bottle. What's up with bottle? No disrespect to bottle girls, no disrespect, but it's just like,
Did the
I want
bottle
the-
industry kill the club?
it did.
Josh,
did.
how you feel about that, man? Did the bottle industry kill the
The
club?
bottle industry helped and killed the club because
Help how?
it helped because you don't have to wait in line. You don't have to wait at the bar. You know what I'm saying? The bar's crowded. You don't got to wait. You just, get your bottle and go about
Honestly,
your
though,
business.
a real strategic person that really just like to have a good time, me personally, I think that if you had a few drinks before you even got to the club, the bottles don't matter. But the people that control the bottles are
Listen.
the people that like to watch other people have fun.
It's all about capitalism, man. It's capitalism.
But the market value, we know the
It's
game.
because people, now look, if you get sections in bottles, don't get offended. But people want to be on a different level than just your average person in the party.
So
They want to. They want to draw that line. Like,
I would tell you this, and again, sometimes like I see deals where if you buy a bottle, and let's say you got like a X amount of people, it's just easier for you to get like a bowl for a table.
It is.
So
Yeah, facts, it is.
so I would say like that's when I get a bottle. But let me tell you this though, I can't speak on this topic like that. I don't go to clubs. Like I go to bars. I may go to some lounges.
Facts.
I'm not in the clubs. And it's crazy. People that say, Jay, you always out. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. But like, I'm out at a lounge. Or I'm out, somewhere chilling. But as far as like the whole club scene, if I'm out of town, maybe. But just like locally here, nah, I don't
But
even
I'm
go
not
to
the
club.
frugal individual, right? Like,
No.
I really.
No.
Listen.
Yeah, no, this what it's not.
But I'm just saying.
Hey, he gonna be frugal in a little bit.
Hold on. So the only reason why I say like being frugal is that to know the science of just the 300% markup value of when you get a bottle in the club, right? And knowing that you and your friends are having a good time based off demand, and that goes back to the social media thing of everything has to be now. Yeah, you're going to get that bottle because you got your people in your section. You got 10, 15 people. And you just going to pay it because you don't want to wait.
That's why I said it helps and it hurts. And so just to get on my soapbox a little bit. Like, it's good because you could service your people. You don't have to wait for drinks. But it's bad because it builds that separation. That's why gumbo is the way it is. We don't have any sections because we want everybody to party on the same level. So it's like, it don't matter if you're a millionaire or you work at the gas station. Everybody's gonna party on the same level because it's all about having a good time.
Okay, so we gonna do a gumbo with the 30 Something podcast down here soon. Coming soon.
And like that's
look out.
That's why it's so crazy because it's like you come and like we've had people dance paying their money. So it's like they're at the door and they're dancing outside because they know
Before they even come in.
Before they even come in because they know, excuse my language, we don't play that shit. It's like you come in here, it's a dance party. You're going to dance to whatever we play, and you're going to have a good time because everybody is going to take off their status for the night. Everybody going to take off that, like gumbo is a party where we have lawyers, we have doctors, we have nurses, we have CEOs. And it's all about you having that status all month. But one day out the month, you go out
You have your hair down.
and you go crazy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So
that's what grits and biscuits gonna be tonight.
Yeah, yeah.
Time, stamp. Sorry, listeners. Whenever this podcast does air,
it would have been this past weekend. So
right.
yeah.
So when we talked about this is St. Patrick's Day weekend.
St. Patrick's Day
So
weekend.
that's what grits and biscuits is. There's
Facts.
no VIP. There's no sections.
Right,
You go in there, you just party, you dance.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And there's some parties here. There's a party here called the Sukasa.
Okay.
And like they do Afro beat and stuff like that. It kind of sounds like it's not the same with the
Right.
band stuff, but just like a good party, where
party.
you can dance, you can just chill, you can be yourself. That's cool.
Don't steal my T-shirt, but
We about to steal this bad boy. Hold on.
I'm going to get a shirt made that says, capitalism killed partying.
Damn. That's
Gotcha.
dope.
Because
Look out
it
for
did.
that.
It
I'm
did.
about to have that. What up, step one? Let's go ahead and get that printed off. Let's go ahead.
It did. It's like, I'm on this level, you're on this level. So it's like, it killed partying.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
all the best parties is when everybody was on one accord. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
Facts.
Yeah.
speaking of Step One, man, shout out to K Nice, Step One, Last of Dime Breed podcast. There it is.
SK Media. All right. Last thought. What are y'all thoughts on Black people celebrating St. Patrick's Day?
Why is he doing this to me?
Hold on. What's your
Did
thoughts?
you send him my profile and like
Nope.
have him trap me
I
into all
did
these
not.
damn questions?
Nope.
All right. I'll start. You know what? I'll say, kick it. Go have a good time.
Yes.
We're always told what we shouldn't do, what we can't do. It ain't our holiday, but fuck it. Let's make it ours. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, my personal views on it, we always hear, like you said, the flack of they don't celebrate our holidays, all of just foolery. But honestly, March 17th is the break from the winter, the cold months, transition into the spring. And I really just like that particular holiday based off of the calendar date, saying, hey, as an adult, I could go enjoy myself, have a good time, drink whiskey, eat corned beef, what I love, and just party and have, it has, I respect the Irish culture of it, but it has nothing to do with my personal culture saying that, hey, nah, I'm not in that.
Hey,
Like,
everybody's nice. Everybody's drinking nice. Hey, just have a good time.
you might catch an Irish fight. You might catch one. Like, you might see two, you know what I'm saying, like two Irish dudes in Irish kilts scrapping. But I respect it though. It's cool.
So I'm an avid St. Patrick's Day partier. Okay. So it started with my old job. Everybody took off for St. Patrick's Day, right? And because we worked in the heart of downtown Cleveland, we just left work, went out, and just partied. So that's been for like the last 15 years. So like I'm actually down here right now for St. Patrick's Day because Tony and I are going to Savannah, Georgia, which if you are near Savannah, Georgia is where you go for St. Patrick's Day. It is the most hyped kicker, and it is like, it's like 85% black people.
Facts. Like we got our own section.
Yes,
it's just like
it's
a whole strip.
Yes, it's 85%
And it's
black
cool.
people.
Like you just really
And
have
it's
a
just
good time.
like, I don't know, man. I just love to kick it on St. Patrick's Day. It's a good time. So
and if
that's
any
why.
one of our people come up with something that's intriguing on Juneteenth or any other day, I mean, it's just the fact that we haven't thrown that idea out there to make it that extravagant. So I'm cool with it.
Okay, so let's get into some trouble.
What's that?
Why don't black people really go hard on African holidays? Because they don't. They don't.
Hold on, African. So like
African
like
American
African
holidays?
American
African
holidays.
American. Well, Juneteenth, Kwanzaa. Why don't we like really?
So Columbus, just during my brief time staying there, I think that they would have Juneteenth festivals, but I don't hear.
But
about
did it like blow up though?
Nah, I can't. Well, I don't want to say. I remember like there being things to do, and
Right.
and it'd be like a combination of something educational, maybe something with health and like fun. So, but no, to your point, I don't think it's to this. It's nowhere near to the same level of St. Patrick's Day. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not.
But I would say though we do have certain like festivals. I'm trying to think of some, but I think we have some.
What, the Essence Festival?
No. The O Steak Block Party
Okay,
was the African American festival, I think, or
I don't know. Yeah,
something like that. But
hey, somebody, if you know of some Black American events, leave a comment or something.
That go hard, though.
Send us a
Yeah,
message.
yeah.
don't bring it to your auntie's house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But all right, J-Walk, it was great for you joining us. Hope you enjoy the rest of your time in the Carolinas and
Yes,
Georgia.
sir.
Come back anytime. And Thompson and Khalil, hopefully y'all
We
join us
appreciate you.
again.
No, they joined us today in spirit,
And you know what? I really like everything that they had to say today.
Yo, they had some valid points.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Don't forget to share, like, comment, subscribe. We out.